Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and in this video we have the date release for 11.1, Season 2 of The War Within. It's going to be on February 25th. So this is the date that a lot of us thought it was going to be at, and we're going to go through the article that Blizzard posted, and I will try to expand on things and give my thoughts on things as we go through them. You might wonder, how do people kind of know when the patch is going to come out? This is literally exactly 6 months from the launch. This is very much to be expected. The next patch will probably be 6 months from this, maybe 5, but 5 or 6 months from today. And so you can get a generalized date. Then you can look at what's going on the calendar and see what matches up, what makes sense, and then you can kind of figure out the date. Let's go ahead and go through the article and talk about everything that they mention here. This is a big patch, and not everything's going to be mentioned, but a lot of the stuff is mentioned. First thing here is a little shout out to Plunderstorm. Plunderstorm's also going to be ending on the day that the patch starts. So on February 25th for NA players, Plunderstorm is going to be leaving. And so if you haven't done your Plunderstorm stuff yet, you have 2 weeks to go do it. That's basically what this part's saying. If you haven't done Plunderstorm, go do Plunderstorm, get your rewards. It's going away again, probably for another year or whatever. The zone overview: enter the hub of Goblin ingenuity in Undermine. As the adventure continues in the War Within, travel deep into the capital of the Goblin Trade Empire, Undermine, continue the pursuit of Xal'atath, and confront Galliwix's forces in the sprawling city streets, suffering from the conflict between the 4 major cartels. While in Undermine, learn more about Goblin culture and society, what's important to them, the problems they're trying to solve, everything that makes them truly unique, and all this kind of fun stuff. So this is all about the story mode and the things you're just going to be doing as an open world player, kind of, the zone, right? The zone overview. No license needed to drive. So drive is a new system. So think of dragon flying, right? How you have to press buttons to fly and do things. Drive is a new system that's for ground mounts. So basically, they're imagining that not every zone they make, they want you to be able to dragonfly in immediately, because you're going to get everywhere instantly, right? With dragon flying. So a lot of times what happens when they make a new zone, you unlock the flying after you do all the crap or whatever, right? But here with this, we might have like a car to get around, right? A ground mount to get around still very quickly, but also experiencing the art and the design and everything like that as well, the culture or whatever. And so this mount goes extremely fast. It can drift. You have little buttons to press while you're doing it. And it's probably a feature that'll go forward into the game, and maybe they'll add racetracks into old zones for all I know, right? That would be cool. And it's a little bit easier as far as racing goes than dragon flying, because when you're in the air, there's very little rules, but on the ground, you could actually just set up a track. Like we have to go 3 laps around a city or something like that. So there is some really good potential with this system. It got worked on a lot. It was very rough when they first released on the PTR, to where it's a lot better now. So we'll see on that. It's not really my kind of thing, but I could see this being cool. If they make it really good and people can like set up races and stuff and like bet gold and stuff, I think that would be cool. Carve out a rewarding career at the Undermine cartels. So in the Undermine, you're going to have different cartels with different goblin leaders, and you're going to choose which cartel you want to be helping. I don't know I think it might be per week you choose which cartel you want to help, but it's kind of like Covenants after Covenants were fixed. So you can switch your cartel, you can switch who you're helping out. You're not locked to it. And the biggest difference between Covenants and Shadowlands in this is that there's no player power. You don't have to choose, this yellow Covenant over here with the saw on it, because it has more player power. Like there's none of that. So you're going to choose it. You're going to probably slowly unlock different cosmetics and stuff like that, right? Maybe a mount or something like that. And so it's no player power. You just choose which one you want to do. One of them might have some tangible benefit to you in some way, like lower your repair costs or something like that. Who knows? I actually don't know what each individual one does, but you might just choose, if you don't care about this stuff at all, you care about 0 cosmetics, you might just always choose that one because that's some tangible benefit to you. But that's basically what it is. It's just a thing every week. I believe it's every week. I could be wrong. They could have changed it, whatever. But you'll choose which cartel you want to support, and everything you do will go towards that cartel. So any like world quests you do there, or daily quests, maybe even the raid, maybe the new dungeon, I don't know. New delves, they are putting in 2 new delves. I've actually done the excavation site 9 on the on the PTR. I did not do Side Street Sluice, so there's 2 more delves coming as well. They also point out here something that we've talked about. They are leveling up delves is the way I called it. So delves are going to be a way that you can get even better crests. You can get better gear in delves coming in this next season. They also lowered the difficulty somewhat to do so, which is interesting, but it makes sense because the highest delve difficulty was way harder than the lowest Mythic Plus difficulty to get the same kind of rewards or whatever. And so they revamped the rewards. I've done videos on this delve change or whatever, 1 or 2 videos on this. If you're more interested in that, you can look that up. You can look at somebody else's video. But basically, delves are getting overhauled in a way where you get more gear. They are going to be slightly easier. Not tremendously easier, but slightly easier. More gear, more better crests. Better gear, better crests from delves. And of course, we have 2 new delves to do. New PvP arena. I always like when they do a new PvP arena, even though I don't PvP that much at all. I don't even really like WoW PvP anymore. I actually kind of like their arenas. I think maybe because the art team does so good and stuff in this game. I just always kind of like them. This one looks really sick. Like just looking from this picture right here, it looks really cool. This one's kind of exciting. So new user interface updates. Your login screen for your warband. These are being added. So in our overlook, it doesn't say how to get this one. It says new with the launch. So I'm guessing this is one just unlocked for everybody. So you can choose between the normal one and this one. And then these other ones unlock like with achievements. So the Cultist Quay, this is obviously from inside one of the delves. This is from Reno Jackson, and you unlock it when you get to a certain progress on your delver's journey. So just by doing enough delves, eventually you unlock this one. No real achievement needed, just participation. Feywood Spring achievement. So this is the one that I'll probably use, and you need to get the achievement All That Cause. I can't remember exactly what that achievement is. I imagine it's like the zone achievement for the main zone. And then Galagio Grand Gallery. This is obviously going to be one that any goblin's going to want to have. And then this is from the achievement Going Goblin Mode. I imagine that's probably the zone achievement for Undermine or something along those lines. Something to do with that, obviously. They updated the quest log with some new things. The War Within Season 2 begins March 4th. So the patch launches on the 25th. The season starts on March 4th, 1 week later. Everything's going to be launching on March 4th. You got your Mythic Plus, your new PvP season, your new Delve season, your new raid. Everything launches on March 4th. So you have 1 week of prep. 1 week to go down to the new zone, figure out how things work, and then we get right into the season. The Liberation of Undermine raid overview and schedule. So the schedule is just basically, like I said, everything unlocks March 4th. If you're an LFR player, it's every week something new unlocks. Basically, they've done this a lot better than what they did in the past. It's at least all in the same month. The final boss will unlock on March 25th. I think they could speed this up. Maybe do the first 2 wings on the first day and the second 2 wings on the week after or something like that, because normal is going to get cleared instantly anyways. So why make the LFR people wait? I don't know. I guess maybe you could feel overwhelmed trying to do so many bosses at once. That's their theory. But I would say just combine the first 2 wings on the first day and then the second 2 wings 1 week later. Seems like a pretty easy fix there to me, but alas, that is what they're doing. If it's for sub retention or anything like that, they have metrics saying it, so be it. I really don't care, but just looking out for the LFR people, I guess, if that's what they want. If they don't want that, then fine, then this is great. I'm only looking out for other people there because I have no dog in this race, dog in this fight, whatever, horse in the race. So yeah. And that's the entire post that they did there. There's some other smaller improvements coming as well, like UI improvements and stuff like that. But yeah, this is actually kind of a big patch and pretty exciting. So I've been waiting for this, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. We've been a little bit slow for the past like month or so. Pretty much nothing to do in the game for the most part. I have been doing some stuff, but yeah. That's it for this one, guys. As always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel because it helps me out so much. If you're already a subscriber, I encourage you to check out the Patreon. And other than that, everybody, have a good one.